putting in work. Work, yeah. Putting in work. I thank God for the favor when the money come. Half for the time, tax fees, and sufficient funds. What I gotta do to get ahead? I'm on to something. What I gotta do to get.
Welcome to the Modest Sports Show, home of your college athlete, where we're player-led and player-focused. I'm Kory, and today we are. Bro, I was very happy to come down here, bro. Like, this is my first time. This is our first time in New Orleans. So, help me, guys. Please help me welcome Landry Cannon to the show. What's good? How
y'all
you feeling?
doing? I'm good, man. I'm great.
All right, we good. How you? Talk to me real quick about We start with an icebreaker question, okay? So, for our icebreaker question today, right, my question to you is, what does it mean to be from the state of Louisiana? How does that feel, like, coming out of Louisiana?
Honestly, I would say it's just that home feeling. Like, when you hear Louisiana, it's just talked about, like, especially New Orleans, like, city of New Orleans, like, it's just a great place to be from. Like, you just proud of where you from. Like,
for sure.
You know, just stand on firm where you from.
You know, it's a lot of cats. Like I said, I think so. Just so our viewers have some context, I ran into you. Typically, like how I run the athletes is, I'm gonna have you on the show. We gonna drop this. Another athlete gonna see it, and I'll be like, okay, well, you like what we doing?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you on.
Sure.
So, in regard to you, like, we dropped Malachi Preciado. Y'all be sure to go check that interview out. Dropped him a couple weeks ago. I know you engaged with us, and so I was like, I'm gonna hit this cat up. You know what I'm saying?
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, for real.
My
okay.
guy.
What's y'all connection? What's y'all relationship?
Man, we came in this together.
Okay.
I've been training with him for like 3 years. We got the same trainer, Coach Smokey.
Right. Yeah.
EPT.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. And see, guys, that's another aspect of college football. Just the connections that you have with dudes over the country, this guy at this school, and so forth and so on. Sure. And like I was saying, I asked you when we got in here, where was Braden at? So Braden, I think Braden is y'all director of player personnel or something here.
Yes,
he was with y'all head coach John Sumrall at Kentucky, and I played ball at Kentucky. So that's how I know Braden. He was, you know what I'm saying, he part of it. And Braden, I don't know if you know, shout out to Braden. But Braden got a twin brother named Brian. They look just alike.
Sure.
He's still in Kentucky, so.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got
Small
a
world
too, man.
You do?
I do.
Look just like you?
Yeah.
Y'all fraternal or identical?
Fraternal.
Okay, that's what's up.
My brother though.
That's what's up. That's amazing. That's amazing. But anyways, bro, man, I love your energy already. So, you from Destrehan? Is that how you said it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I grew up in New Orleans, went to school out there that way.
How far is Destrehan from New Orleans?
20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Not too far. Okay, so, man, let's go back to your early upbringing, bro. Like, what was life like growing up in Destrehan? Am I saying it right, too? Is it Destrehan?
Yeah, Destrehan.
Okay. How was life like growing up there? How did you get into football? And kind of speak to me about your childhood.
All right, so childhood, I grew up in New Orleans. So I ain't go to Destrehan until I was in like third grade.
Okay.
So coming up in the city, my grandmother stays like 2-3 streets out of Magazine. So I was about 4. My dad was like, man, I was about to throw y'all in football. Like, me and my twin brother, I'm about to just throw y'all in football and y'all gonna thank me later. Okay. That was it.
Yeah.
So all I remember is just going to practice each and every day, going to practice like, man, I hate this. Like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like I was forced to do it.
Yeah.
So it was like, you're gonna do something. Like, either you're gonna play music, you're gonna do something. Like, whatever it is. So I'm about to give you football and you might just take it and run with it.
Okay.
So we got to middle school, I got to like 6th grade. My dad was just like, you know what? If you don't want to play, you ain't got to play no more. Right?
Okay.
It's just on you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is all I know. Like, so football that's all I know. So I'm like, I'm about to just go ahead with it, give it a try. 6th grade, I was on A team, like with the A graders. Like, I'm on the big team with the A graders. And it just eye-opener for you. I'm like, I probably really could do this.
Right.
7th, 8th grade come through. I'm just, all right, it's cool. So I get to high school, then I'm seeing big guys like they're in the hit big weight varsity kids. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to be like that. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like, I want to be like that.
For sure.
So the summer of 9th grade, going into 10th grade, I met Coach Smokey. So it was a O-line trainer. Like, I'm like, all right, let me just see. Like, let me just go out there and just give it a try. Like, just see. Man, I met Coach Smokey, and it's been on and popping from there. Like, it's been up from there. Like, my game, I just watched my game level up each and every year, and I was just hungry. Like, I was just hungry just to be better. Like,
and you know, I'm curious about that too. Like, your pops kind of throwing you into it.
Yes, sir.
What you feel like? I guess, like, what do you feel like that did for you at an early age? What did that kind of give you, like, not really having a choice?
I mean, like, looking at it now, I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Because all I wanted to do was sit inside, eat, and play video games. You know, like, I ain't had no, this is what I wanted to do. Right. Why you making me do this? I want to do this. Yeah. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to sit in the house and just chill, like, be a kid, right? Now, but looking at it now, like, I really appreciate that. Right, like, I would want to do that, you know, for my kids, like. For sure. But I really appreciate that. We talk about that to this day, like. Yeah. I really appreciate that.
And but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? That's it.
It's those defining moments too, like in your childhood, where things kind of just build on each other. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't stop the interview right now and kind of backtrack. But we are at Tulane University. It slipped my mind. We are at Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. But back to your childhood. Like, I know you said football. Your dad, he kind of threw you in it. Was there any other sport that you were kind of interested in playing, or did you do anything else?
My first love, basketball. I just want to play basketball. Okay. I just watch Kobe highlights all day and just that was me. Like, yeah. But like, really.
Did you actually play? Like,
yeah, I played, but I wasn't that.
What position you played?
I was center, man. Come on, man. I've been this size all my life. You know?
Okay, so you've been a big kid. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you know something we're gonna get to. You know, just I want to kind of go deeper into your relationship with Malachi, big brother, Smokey. But aside from that, coming into high school, what was, I guess, like at Destrehan, what was the culture like in football? Like, were there a lot of guys going to Division I schools? Was it like kind of, what was kind of like the environment?
I mean, you had guys, like, you had, like, big-time recruits coming out of there, like John Emery, Kyle Edwards, Quincy Brown, Tyler Moore. You had just, like, guys, like. Yeah. So it's like you seeing them guys, you watching them, like, prep, like, just watching them before a game. Like my freshman year, I got moved up to varsity the last 3 games of the season, like the regular season. Okay. So they played Hornville, and they got guys like Noah Talentage, guys like that. So it's like, I'm watching these guys, like, I'm watching them, like, they're strong in the weight room, like, they just getting it done. So I'm like, I want to see how he prepared, like. So, like, before the game is downtime, top 40 stay in the big locker room, everybody else separating the other locker room. Like, young guys, y'all ain't about to be a distraction. So I was just like, all right, well, I can't get the chance to do that, but let's watch him in the pregame. Like, I just want to watch him prepare for this game. Like, so, I mean, it was just a big opportunity for me to be able to see that. So when it was my turn, to be on that level, I knew what to do. Yeah. Like, it wasn't no playing around 2-3 hours before the game. Like, like what you eat, all that matter on game day. Right. Like it mattered throughout the week, but on game day especially. Like, so I just love that part. But it's a big culture there, for sure.
So what classification? Because I have so many people kind of on the show and coming through the show. What was I guess, like, help me understand, like, some of y'all rivals, who was like schools, teams that you just hated. We hate these guys. We going at them when we see them. Basketball, football, baseball, like, we going at them.
All right, so for us it was Harville, East St. John, and that's it. Like, that's our 2 big rivals. Like, when it's that time, everybody coming back. Alumni, everybody just come and pull up to that. Like,
what for you playing on the varsity level, what was your record like against those schools?
I ain't never lost to none
You
of
never
them.
lost? Okay.
As long as I've been there, I ain't lost to them.
Okay. So, bro, I seen that you also played defensive tackle in high school. So, what I guess kind of like in high school, especially, I think for the greater deal of football, and I don't know how to say this. I think it's starting to trend. I think the game is starting to transition more to like specialization. So like we see guys a lot younger now, like saying, "I'm gonna only play this one position," right? Yeah. But I feel like you were class of 23, so like I think that the trend is starting to go more towards that like we playing one position. But I know when I was coming up, I was class of 18 out of high school, and then even before me, it was like you playing multiple positions.
Right.
So what was it like for you? Like, okay, I'm only playing defensive tackle, or I'm only playing offensive lineman. Like, how did you know? When did you find that sweet spot? Like, this is what I want to do, or a coach, like, man, hey, I think this is where you can get to the next level at.
So I mean, I've never primarily played defense. So it was just like, all right, this week we're gonna put you in on goal line, or we need you to play both sides this week. Right. It was just something like that. But coming in, I just wanted to play. Like wherever it was, like freshman, I just wanted to touch the field. Like wherever my best chance to touch the field, put me there, coach.
Right.
So I started at left guard. I always knew I was gonna play O-line. So I started at left guard my sophomore year, and I was kind of discouraged. Like I ain't think, all right, they ain't gonna play me. But I feel like I'm better than who's playing. So I'm just like pouting at practice, not really, showing up. So it's like my coach just tell me, he like, big dog, if you want to play, you got to show me you can play. Sitting over here crying ain't going to show me you better than him out here. Show me you can play. Right. So the first 3 games of the year, I ain't play. I just started taking in consideration what he was saying. So I'm like, I'm about to just show him I can play. Yeah. Next thing you know, I was in there starting, getting my reps in, starting.
I always like to, dudes to, kind of speak about. I want you to go deeper into that. Like, how did you, or not necessarily how, but, what did you change to say, man, let me stop damn pounding and let me get my act together so I can get in this game? Like, what did you change on a more intricate level?
So what I changed was the want, putting in the extra effort. So I was like, they're not noticing me, so I'm just not gonna do nothing. Instead of just working harder and harder, I wasn't doing that. Okay. So I just changed that mindset of the effort. Like, I'm about to just show you and prove you wrong that I'm better than him. Yeah. Even if you ain't gonna play me, all right, I'm about to just show you I'm better than him. Yeah. So you can see it's like, oh well, maybe he is. Let's just throw him in. So I just went in every day, just proving him, trying to prove him wrong, really.
I knew the answer to that question, but again, I feel like for the guys for the young athletes, especially that we have tuning in, I think that is that's something that they need to hear. Because I feel like at times when I reflect back on my high school journey, I think there was times where I ran into adversity and I should have went through it instead of jumping ship.
That's right.
And so I feel like that's very, very important, very foundational, especially to an athlete who aspires to get to the next level. So that's a beautiful insight. I want to talk more now about recruiting, right? One thing that I noticed when I was looking at your 24/7 profile, you had a lot of in-state offers.
That's right.
So that lets me know you was a hot commodity in Louisiana. But aside from that, just kind of walk me through what recruiting looked like for you. When did you start to get some notoriety, and just how did that work for you?
So I'm gonna just go all the way back. My sophomore year, I was about 370, 370 pounds. So that was really slowed my process down, in my opinion. Okay. Maybe not, but that's all I heard was, man, you're too heavy. Drop down, and then we could give you a better evaluation. Okay. So my junior year, I was about 350, 340. I was just trying to come down. My whole career, I was just battling with the weight. Like, I'm going to camps.
Yeah.
I do good at the camp, and it's like,
You're
too heavy.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, that was my biggest thing. So I was like, man, let me just get down about 330, 325 and just see where I go from here.
Right.
So I didn't get my first offer until the summer going, like my senior year. So like we were playing our spring game around this time. So it was like around March. Coach Rebo, the head coach at Nichols.
Okay.
Nichols State. So I went on a visit there, and he was just like, come on here, like,
okay.
Yeah, we gonna get you here, like.
Right.
So he just gave me the offer, and he was like, whenever you figure this out, like after your process is over, just know you got a home here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just like, this all I got. So I'm just thinking, all right, let me just go ahead and take the niggas into consideration.
Yeah.
The spring game come around. This May now. This like May 16, 17, something like that. Like I'm getting attention from the coach, like Louisiana Tech, Northwestern State. I'm just like UL. Like I'm just in touch with all these in-state schools. So I'm like, okay, let me just go ball out in the spring game.
Okay.
Man, spring game come around, I'm playing both sides. So I got a sack. There's a read option sack on in the spring game against the car. Okay. Got a sack. All right. So I'm seeing all the coaches around, like this coaches all around the field, from everywhere. So I'm just trying to make me a name right quick. Like, give me something. Like, I'm hungry. I got one offer right now. I'm just trying to
show
be like, I'm trying to be like everybody else. Like, I'm trying to just ball out.
Right.
Man, after that game, I got Northwestern State, Louisiana Tech, and Southeastern the same night. Okay. So I was like, all right, let's see where I go from here. My birthday come around, UL offered me on my birthday. Okay. So I was like, all right, that's love right there. Yeah. That's the biggest thing ever happened for me right there. Right. So I committed to UL. Okay. And I was committed for about 3 months, something like that. Came on a visit to Tulane, or came to the camp. Okay. And like after the camp, it was like, all right, we're gonna offer you the stand the third. You can come on here, like. So I'm like, okay, this right down the street. My grandma lived 10 minutes away from here. I'm like, staying home don't sound bad. So I just talked to my coaches, my parents. I'm just like, what y'all think about this? Like, what y'all think? They're like they just help me break it down, like pros, cons, like whatever. So I'm like, all right, that's what I want to do. Decommit, commit to Tulane, and then never look back.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Rest is history.
Man, I think that's and I for one, big shout out to UL, especially for that offer on the birthday. I'm sure that was a very big thing. But I'm also very interested, going back to the offers that you had. I'm interested to know where your mindset may have been in terms of the group of 5 level. You had like I guess you had here, La Tech, what was it? Did I see Monroe? Did I see Monroe? Yeah. And I'm trying to think of anybody else at the group 5 level. Is that it? Is that all? It's pretty much in-state? Okay. The only reason I asked though is because I didn't see Power 5. And I'm not to say that you not a Power 5 level or anything like that. I'm just curious to know your mindset at the time. Was it kind of like, I don't know, defeating, maybe seeing your contemporaries, like they have Power 5 and you not necessarily getting that look? Like, you know what I mean?
No doubt. Because, looking around, going on Twitter, you just scroll on Twitter, it's like
Alabama, Auburn, LSU.
I feel like I'm better than him. It was on something like that. Yeah. But, I mean, I just try to just stay out for that. Like, just, my time going to come. I'm going to get what I deserve. Like, it's in God's hands. Like, so, I mean, I feel like I got what I deserve. Like, you could want, this, that, and the third, but that's what God wants me to be. That's why I'm here.
I love it. I love that. Because I know a lot of times, like you said, and I feel like maybe it was a full circle moment for you having, like, gone from that sophomore, you pouting, you know what I'm saying, about not getting the playing time to now you got offers. It's kind of like you more mature to be able to handle that kind of stuff and deal with your emotions.
No doubt.
So, shout out to you. Now, but I am curious about this. Okay, when you say you're committing to Tulane at the time, right? It's a different staff here, right? Am I right? Coach Fritz at the time and his staff. So I'm just curious to know, you commit and then you get here and, it's a different staff upon your arrival.
Right.
So,
but no. Coach Fritz and them were here.
They were here.
Yeah.
So, but you committed in August, so you didn't get a chance to play. You didn't get the chance.
I was here last year. This is my second year, my redshirt freshman year.
I'm just curious because you committed in August of 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so help me understand that then. Help me.
Wait, hold up, wait.
You committed on your time. I'm going per 24/7, bro.
I don't know.
It's August of 20. It's August of 20.
I signed here in February.
Okay.
2023.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I'm
so I got here May 2023.
Okay.
So I played that whole last season. I was not played, but I was here.
You was
whole
here.
last
okay.
season. Yeah.
I don't know why, bro. I don't know. You're 24/7.
I don't know what up with that.
My bad. Okay.
I was here.
So I want to talk about that then. Regardless, same thing. You still deal with a coaching transition.
Yeah.
So, in that first year, I guess it's not really a lot to speak on in terms of the on-field experience, but I am curious to know how you felt about the staff that was here, and just you being here for that first year with them.
I mean, the staff was cool. I loved it. Okay. It was that home, that culture feeling that you look for in the recruiting process. Yeah. It was everything when I got here. I really enjoyed that. The transition, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect that transition. You've been hearing rumors oh, he's leaving, he's gonna do this, whatever. But I didn't see him leaving. So once Coach Fritz left, I was like, all right, what's next? I'm just going around talking to my teammates what's next? So I just let it play, let it work itself out because it's in God's hands.
Right.
So Coach Summerall and that's the staff that's here now got here, and I was just like, I like this.
You felt
these guys ain't bad. Yeah. And it's a young staff.
Coach Summerall. Coach Summerall, Coach Summerall, he recruited my little brother at Kentucky. Mm-hmm. My little brother is a safety at Mississippi State, and so he offered him when he was in high school when he was the linebackers coach at Kentucky. So just to be able to see him go from position coach, and he get the head coach at Troy, and then he get head coach here. I definitely think that's a cool thing. But as we transition into this year and this spring, how did the spring and stuff go for you?
The spring was smooth. I mean, I was moving around, played a little tackle, both guards. So it was just just seeing where you get in at. But my thing is now I'm just trying to play my role, just be what they need me to be.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm too deep right now. Just trying to be ready when my turn come up.
What's the biggest challenge being multi-positional like that, especially going from a guard to the tackle and different sides of the line? Is that a tough thing for you to deal with at times?
Not necessarily. You just gotta know what you're doing. You learn that playbook at all 5 positions. Take your notes at all positions. You're gonna be prepared.
Did you have a good foundation with that coming out of high school? Because I know some high school programs is kind of when it comes to the actual film breakdown and learning. How was that when you got to college? Is that a tough thing you had to deal with?
No, they prepared us for that.
Yeah.
Destrehan, they prepared us for that. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, cool. And in regard to that too, how has it been under a new system? Learning a new system, what has that been like?
It's not difficult for me.
Not.
I love the change.
Okay.
I'm ready for change. Always.
Okay. Did you? So I am curious to know, with who on the staff did your position coach? Did he get retained once Fritz left, or did he leave also?
Okay. Yeah, Coach Rochon.
Okay. So that I'm just curious because I'm that. I'm sure that's a big benefit, especially when it comes to other position groups and they gotta, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, that's great. How has this summer been going for you? Summer workouts and stuff. What's some things that I guess, and I always like to ask this question from a technical standpoint because I know on some some shows and different things, guys, you know, they ask like, how you want to get better? They be, I need to just, you know, like the basics of it.
Right.
I'm an athlete. I was an ex-athlete, so when I ask the question, I want to know like what needs to get better? Hand placement, foot placement, when you pulling, when you down blocking, like, you know, talk to me. So, what are some things you need to get better at? What's some goals you got?
My thing is hand placement and strength, just like overall strength, core strength, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like sustain blocks and stay in blocks.
Okay.
That's my biggest thing, and I really just say my overall football IQ, just like the game, like just like processing the game faster, stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with it.
Right. How do you feel about just this upcoming season? I haven't looked at y'all's schedule yet or anything, but y'all is, when it comes to Group of 5 ball, like y'all is that good. Y'all beat USC 2 years ago. Like y'all like kind of the pinnacle of this level of football. Right. So like what are I guess, for what you can tell me and share, what are some team goals? What are some personal individual goals? Like what is this? What should we expect from Tulane this upcoming season?
We're gonna win it all.
Okay.
That's what you expect.
Yeah, college football playoff? Playoff
championship.
Okay.
Expect that. That's where we at.
What's some games you guys circling on your calendar?
All of them. But we trying to go K-State, Oklahoma. We trying to come.
Win.
Yeah, we're coming for it.
Yeah. Those some big games. Those some programs that I kind of expect, especially Oklahoma. But K-State, though, I don't know. I'm ready. I'm interested to see what they're going to do.
That's right.
So that game, Tulane, y'all go to Manhattan. I'll that circle for sure.
Sure.
But I always like to close the show with just some advice that you might have to some younger athletes. Just, you know, to summarize your story, just anything, bro. Give some game to some other guys. What you got?
I'll say just stay humble, remain humble. Like you might get more than you deserve at the time, but might not get what you deserve at the time. But just stay humble. God gonna take care of everything. That's a big thing, and just each and every day get that 1% in. Perfect your craft. Just do something to get better each and every day. It ain't gotta be drills, but get in the playbook. Just stay hungry. That's it. Remain humble and stay hungry.
I like that. Hey, dude, for you to be so young, Ryan, very humble, very, very. I like your energy, man.
Sure.
I like your energy, and I expect big things out of you this season. You too deep, bro. Go win it.
Yes, sir.
Go win
sure.
it. Like you said, you got Graham right down the street,
sure.
so you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Go win it. But guys, it's been another edition, another installment of the Modest Sports Show. As you can see, we on the road, Tulane University, New Orleans, Louisiana. Continue to support, like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to tap in with my man's journey, Landry Cannon. Big things coming this season. Just like that, we out. I appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it.